about it, talk about it. How are you all doing? I'm here for a quick minute or two, okay? Okay. So let's talk about it. How have you all been? Listen, the dress. I wanted to name this is this a Trojan horse? Like, what? What? Pastor Jamal Bryant said what he said. He said what he said, guys. All right? So people are having this breakdown over a dress. Whether you think it's right or not, I'm not here to point fingers at anyone or even talk about badly about Pastor Jamal Bryant and his amazing, beautiful, well accomplished wife. They both are, okay? So here to bash anybody about a dress, guys. Folks are having a fit about a dress. And listen, you are entitled to your opinion, and we agree to disagree. And so people are talking about the dress. I just saw another YouTuber who did a great video on it. And I said that dress is trending, meaning that, hey, people are talking about it. And so let's talk about it here on YouTube. Hey, if you're just tuning in, thank you for being here. Listen a little bit, and then if you like it, you double tap the screen, give a thumbs up. This is what I'm going to say. People are going to talk. People are going to have their opinions. They're going to talk about you. They're going to talk about everything, right? They're going to talk about everything under the sun. And if anything I learned from that, no matter what, and this is for you, the one person that's watching, listen, double tap the screen, give a thumbs up. Yes, I can see all that. But what I'm saying is this. People are going to have their opinions, and they're going to be talking about you, whether they like you or not. They may not like my glass. They may not like my hair or my lipstick or something else. But if we have a fit, if we break down every time people have something negative to say, it will take its toll. And so you in your life will have to make a decision. You will have to make a decision on whether you are choosing to show up for yourself, or you're going to let other people have their opinions about you. So it's a dress. All right. The lady wore a beautiful dress. If some of you don't know what I'm talking about, very popular pastor here in the States and his wife, they went out to a fundraising event, and I think they raised millions of dollars, but she wore a dress. It was a very beautiful dress. It complimented her, and that's all I'm going to say. And he liked the dress, and she loved the dress. They both loved the dress. And there's some people who say this is beautiful, but they have their opinions, and they had things to say, and now it's new. So if you type in his name and talk about the dress, you're going to see it. But there's a big lesson in this, whether you choose to agree and we choose to disagree, because that's all I'm going to say. If you are going to allow people to break you down, if you're going to allow people to have negative things to say to you about everything that you do, then it takes a toll. It will even break down your immune system, right? So many of you are out here, even with our YouTube pages, right? Our YouTube, what is this called? Our YouTube channels. And because we worry so much about what people are going to think, we end up not turning on our cameras. We end up not having a discussion. We end up not talking, and then we say every day, oh, YouTube doesn't like me. They're not showing my stuff. They're shadow banning me. They're taking my time, which, well, if you don't have, the YouTube rules. And if you don't, you may have to look it up. There are lots of videos right here. But let's talk about it. So let's see if you choose. I'm just trying to put my camera here and not, get in people's business. So maybe there's something, and there's some lessons in this. There is something that you want to do, but you are concerned that people are going to have their opinions. You may not even start that business because you're worried about it, that nobody will want to buy what I have, right? You may want to even go back to school, but you're thinking that, or even take a course or some form of certification, but you're thinking you're too old enough, you're too old, you're not young enough, or who's going to want it anyway? And maybe will I pass or will I fail? But today, this is for somebody who's tuning in, somebody who's listening in. You are supposed to do something and you're allowing the fear of what people are going to say. Remember this famous quote, what people say about you, it is none of your business. What people think about you, it is none of your business. So instead of spending all the time, all the energy, Journey Moon One, thank you. If you're spending all the time and all the energy worrying about what people are going to say about you, you will never do anything in life. And so, yes, I too have been worried about criticism. I remember one day I turned on my YouTube thingy here, right? And I am doing a live and I felt good. It was a beautiful Sunday morning. I was on the rooftop. It was summertime and somebody came on, these bots, or what do you call the people who, guys, help me out, the people who say mean things, a troll. And a troll started making fun of me and I laughed. I thought it was so funny. And I ended up having somebody making them a mod. That was the first time I made somebody a mod, first or second time, because they were brutal. Not knowing that these trolls, whenever they say something in the comment, it pushes you up in the algorithm. And I should have just left them there. They were mean. They said all sorts of stuff. Okay? They said all sorts of stuff to me. And I was just like, oh my God, I can't deal with it. So here's Pastor Jamal and his beautiful wife. They went out to this event, wore a dress. She loved the dress. She looks great. I'm here, guys. I'm here. So, yeah, I feel good. Kev's positivity movement. Bless up yourself. Big up yourself. Yeah, so Kev, what I'm talking about is this, that sometimes people worry about how they look and they don't make YouTube video. And they're worried about getting monetized. You know how I ended up getting monetized? I ended up getting monetized because I stopped worrying about people. I stopped worrying about what they're going to say. Sometimes you just have to block them out. And so, yes, she wore a beautiful dress. Her husband loved it. They loved it. Maybe the church weren't so happy. Church folks weren't so happy. And whatever you think is right or wrong, I'm not here to do that. But I'm here to encourage you and tell you, stop worrying about people, because what they think about you is none of your business. There are other things, more important things going on in this world. But I'm not going to discredit other people's opinions, right? And what they think and how life should be. So it's up to you to make a decision, right? On your life, make a decision how you're going to show up. And once again, what people think about you, it is none of your business. We'll talk more about it, guys. Until next time, take care. Bye.